Ogba-Ukwu Cave is said to be the biggest cave in West Africa.
This is the waterfall. This is the waterfall.
What makes this cave the biggest cave in West Africa?
From the auditorium, it will lead to some horizontal and vertical caves. If you enter any of them, it will take you about 2-3 kilometers, some to Enugu State, some to Abia State.
Sadly, Nigeria, like most countries in Africa, does not value its rich cultural heritage. This is why many would travel abroad to visit places similar to Ogba-Ukwu, unaware that they can experience such pleasures at home, literally in their backyard.
Hidden within the heart of Ogba-Ukwu lies a treasure waiting to be explored, the Ogba-Ukwu Cave.
A marvel of nature and history, Ogba-Ukwu Cave is said to be the biggest cave in West Africa, as its roomy compartment can accommodate an entire village.
Today we are going to travel down to Ogba-Ukwu in Orumba South local government to see how true this is, and if possible, we're going to explore the cave and its waterfalls. We set out on a road trip from Nnewi to Ogba-Ukwu, a journey that took us about 2 hours.
We're setting out on a trip to the biggest cave in West Africa. Let the adventure begin. You know what I mean? What are you expecting from this trip now?
Lots of fun, research, information.
Are you going to explore inside the cave?
Definitely, I love adventures.
Are you sure you can crawl inside that cave?
Why not? Even if I'm screaming.
I'll remind you.
Why? You don't even have to. I don't want to tell you.
You better not chicken out.
No way, I'm not going to chicken out.
12 minutes away from the cave.
Just when we were about 12 minutes away from the cave, our car jolted and came to a sudden stop. Stranded in the middle of nowhere, we had no choice but to hitch a ride with someone we had passed earlier on the road. We asked them to take us into town to find a mechanic, but unfortunately, there was no mechanic in sight. With no other option, we decided to carefully drive our car and continue with our journey to the cave, hoping we could figure out things from there.
You can see the road leading to the Ogba-Ukwu Cave is very, very bad. Ogba-Ukwu is not just a monumental site, it's a historic site that needs to be looked into. The road leading to such a place should not be like this. Okay? It's just a good afternoon. We'll find our way, no matter the matter, isn't it?
Sure.
Oh, sorry, because Kuze Aga Cave, Ogba-Ukwu Cave. Huh? Ah, Gafegoya. Man on Uza. I know Chazo, on Uza, I cigar like this. Motor Yagan Bang. Direct now.
Just when the kids agreed to show us the way after we made a wrong turn, our car refused to move. It was one of those moments where everything seemed to go wrong at once. We had to continue on foot, each step feeling heavier than the last. Unknowingly to us, there was no government presence in the community to provide tour guides due to instability, so we had no choice but to look for local boys to lead us further. And boy, did it come with a hefty price. The boys, eager to make a deal, didn't hesitate to set a steep price for their guidance. What we thought would be a simple trek had now turned into a negotiation. But we couldn't turn back. All this just to witness the magnificence of the cave. a natural wonder hidden deep within the heart of Owerezukala community, waiting for those brave enough to make the journey.
Welcome to the biggest cave in West Africa, Ogba-Ukwu Cave.
Normally, this is where you pay the guides, but today it looked nothing like the well-kept entrance we had imagined.
Eager to explore the cave, we wasted no time in walking down the 295 steps. With each steps, our anticipation increased.
The area was overgrown, the steps partly hidden by dried leaves and bushes, a sign of long-term neglect due to the lack of proper maintenance.
Still, there was no turning back. We were already deep into the journey.
This is the waterfall.
The cave was a sight to see. The tall waterfall with water flowing down in layers created a swimming pool at the bottom. The cave is surrounded by rock walls and the whole place felt like a scene from a Nollywood movie.
The cave had several entrances, and one of them had props from a movie that had recently been filmed there. But there was no time to waste. We picked an entrance and decided to explore the cave. As we've learnt before, each entrance led to tunnels that stretched deep underground with compartments large enough to fit an entire village. It was time to see it for ourselves.
You better go at the main building. You see pillars? You see pillars? You see pillars?
As we ventured into the Ogba-Ukwu Cave, our guide led us through one of its many entrances, bringing us to a space he called the lobby or the King's Palace. Towering pillar-like formations surrounded us as if nature itself was holding the cave together. This entrance features steps leading underground just as steep as the ones we descended. Each tunnel branches into another, connecting to hidden chambers, like the one we were standing in.
And when I know waterfall on the ground, and when I know it will be like this on the ground. And on the ground, now every step you do your water. And now you need to form the step to do everything there. And when that will be like this, one waterfall on the ground. And whenever like 1 million case, but on less water. Before every last Saturday of May, I let you come one way, but I let more
Every last Saturday of May.
Are you sure that now? If you hold this stone now, if all this thing is in Africa, step. Oh, you see, this is step. This is step. This is step. Bring the light here. This is step. If you guys are about if you guys are about this is step. You like about if you like about on the ground, about here. You keep going down until you get ever get end. Yeah, but I get tell you if another palace like this. What the second step?
We are 10 decades.
It may be like that's more than 10 decades.
The vastness of the cave was both intriguing and mysterious. Our guide pointed out fascinating rock formations, one shaped like a spanner, another like a knife, and even an elephant foot-like structure carved naturally over time.
Get that to your elephant leg. I get for our nickname, this time nickname how or whatever.
He also spoke of a seasonal wonder. During the rainy season, a shower-like fountain forms within the cave, creating a pool, much like an underground waterfall.
This place now. Oh, you know now. All this is for now.
But what made the cave even more remarkable was its hidden inhabitants. According to our guide,
Leopards, pythons, and other wildlife take shelter here, as seen from their footpaths and droppings.
Chimpanzee here, every strong animal here. You know, see,
the cave is not just a geological marvel, but also a sanctuary for nature.
Though we couldn't explore its depths, one thing was clear. Ogba-Ukwu Cave holds countless secrets waiting to be uncovered. But before we left, we wanted to hear from our guide why there was no government presence in what seemed to be such a natural wonder. He explained that the community had been facing instability for years, making it difficult for any official support or development to reach them.
Government are making invest so much money, Makareba. Our people who are along the leg and they need the money. Hala portability, a convoy. Hala, need to have only one night. My head did get back. But now,
because here kuna nenye about 2010 nenye fe na federal government.
Oh man, everyone has secure land. They got hotel on her head. They get half feed her get back. Ndi go there back. They go not go there back. They go. Not a good place of money. They get back. Also,
this hidden gem was surviving through the determination of those who still cared for it. We were already in a hurry to leave because we needed to find a mechanic for our car, which was still parked in the community. But before we left, we couldn't resist one last exploration of the cave's most spectacular feature, the waterfall.
The sight was even more stunning up close, with the water crashing down in layers and forming a natural pool below. We didn't hesitate. We took a quick plunge, feeling the coolness of the water wash over us. It was the perfect way to end our visit. With the last glimpse of the cave behind us, we made our way back to the car, ready to face whatever came next.
As we made our way back from the cave, we encountered an unexpected situation. An armed man stopped us for questioning. After a tense interrogation, he introduced himself as an ESN soldier, that is the Eastern Security Network, assuring us they were not after civilians, but bandits. He even offered to let us leave our car behind, promising it would be safe. Still terrified, we decided not to take any chances. We found a mechanic, arranged for a towing van, and had the car moved to Umunze.
It's been a long day, guys. Currently at Umunze,
where we spent the night before heading back to Nnewi the next day. As for the car, well, that's a problem for another time. This trip has been a roller coaster, from a breakdown in the middle of nowhere, to exploring one of nature's hidden wonders, to an unexpected encounter with ESN. Talk about an adventure. One thing is clear, Nigeria is full of untapped natural wonders that deserve government attention and preservation. Where would we explore next? Let us know in the comments. See you in the next adventure.